small and lidless, glowing like coals from a wizard's brazier, were set low and near together in a noseless face above the serret gleaming of such teeth as might belong to a giant bat. This much and no more Jerome saw ere the thing went past him with its nimbus flaring from venomous green to a wrathful red. Of its actual shape and the number of its limbs, he could form no just notion. Running and slithering rapidly, it disappeared among the antique oaks, and he saw the hellish light no more. Nigh dead with fear to tail, the spine itself had been shattered, and the white marrow sucked therefrom, but no other portion had been devoured. None could surmise the nature of the beast that slew and ravened in such fashion. But the good brothers, heedful of the story told by Jerome, believed that some creature from the pit was abroad in Averoigne, and Jerome marveled at the mercy of God, which had permitted him to escape the doom of the stag.
Enchantress weaves weird spells that call a changeling sun or hail the moon of Hecate.
Truly, he said, there is a great devil among us that has risen with the comet from Malabolge. We, the brothers of Parillon, must go forth with cross and holy water to hunt the devil in its hidden lair, which lies happily at our very portals. Then, coming in darkness, it struck within the walls. Without waking the others, on whom it must have cast a Lathian spell, it took Brother Jerome, slumbering on his pallet at the end of the row in the dormitory. And the fell dead was not discovered till daybreak, when the monk who slept nearest to Jerome awakened and saw his body, which lay face downward with the back of the robe and the flesh beneath in bloody tatters.
In Averoigne, swart phantoms flown from pestilent moat and stagnant lake, glide through the garish festival in torchlit cities far from time, whether for death or birth the chime
are reputed to know the arcanic arts of sorcery and the spells which summon and dismiss demons. Therefore, in dealing with this devil, it may be that you shall succeed where all others have failed. Not willingly do we employ you in this matter, since it is not seemly for the church and the law to ally themselves with wizardry. But the need is desperate, lest the demon should take other victims.
In Averoigne abides the mage, so deep the silence of his cell. Life hears the tongueless monarchies that walk with thunder echoing shoon. In iron castles past the moon,
clad in chainmail and carrying swords and halberds, I mounted the third horse, a black and spirited mare, and we rode forth from demise toward Parillon, taking a direct and little-used way which ran through the werewolf-haunted forest. My companions were taciturn, speaking only in answer to some question, and then briefly. This pleased me, for I knew they would maintain a discreet silence regarding that which might occur before dawn.
Averoigne the Lamia sings. Two lyres we snored from tombs antique, and lets her coiling tresses fall before a necromantic glass.
One of the men-at-arms was borne to the ground, and I saw above him in a floating redness as of ghostly blood the black and semi-serpentine form of the beast. A flat and snakish head without ears or nose was tearing at the man's armor with sharp, serried teeth, and I heard the teeth clash and grate on the linked iron. Swiftly I laid the ring of Ibon on a stone I had placed in readiness, and broke the dark jewel with a blow of the hammer that I carried. From the pieces of the lightly shattered gem, moment by moment, like a werewolf that returns from its beasthood, the thing took on the wavering similitude of a man. The unclean blackness flowed and swirled, assuming the weft of cloth amid its changes, and becoming the folds of a dark robe and cowl, such as are worn by the Benedictines. Then, from the cowl, a face began to appear.